make you some for high tea and ambassador now like no comment, no shame on your fair. Now, and that's some market to my out that's week. Then I watch that NDC for 24-hour economy, no matter what say, yeah, 2 crew man in 24-hour economy that police for fire service. If you know, no, now Nino, like, Gadinino, jump for man, for no, our count. We know me 24-hour economy like that. Now, the way my man is some mission, Abano, one for young Kuti.
Mama, what's 24 hours? 24 hours. Now, what a dada. And what a dada. Nurse 24 hours. Police 24 hours. Soldier 24 hours. Fire service 24 hours. Never be 24 hours. Now, you cry doctors for 24 hours. Say, you're on the field, you look for man by year. No time with mom cry 24 hours. Now, what a da. You don't form my cry, no. You 24 hours. If a member canopa, but don't be any man by Bremen anopa and I don't know. Or no sabba. In 24 hours, I wonder that. I didn't see now 24 hours. 24 hours, any day. Yeah, we knew that cell. What the long time, I'm a probator, you know. And now I had a baby. What that in the end, papa, or baby tina. The judge said, well, the more be on our baby. What job be on her papa? What the assembly mind? Where the minister, deputy, minister Kasa, Wabenya vice. Who the Yana no pa a bona juno na a president. Yami on your same beam. Yami power no same beam. A colan, yes, sir. Yes, I cried. The Yamia Yon, Ghana, who being one ma, Yamia Yanessa. I could follow the fear most and fear watch a year campaign. What the 8 months per every being. I'm on your same beam. I'm on your same beam. Papa, where bits now what? Both sides now, person Juma Union, and then your man now, person Pushima Union, until when you are ready. What? Yeah.
Come for. So, would team a minister mission now? You could see there, the woman is very intelligent. No one has said, or young people name her. We see there. A dom name a man, analysis way. NDC for communicators going to me man this kind of analysis. And we'll to John the man in Mahama. Well, Yamino say you when you be free or brown ball, if you see how by in Ghana, Kuruma will be PA. You tell your yes, will be a woman. A good one, the money 8 years year campaign, would the 8 months year campaign with any election. A dear building, I'm 1 year old, your man in Mahama. I'm American. I'm going to for crowd. I'm 24-hour economy. But some cost farming market. Ko event say asafo ko anko e do mudi no no ya sam goto a and what can is it a match me say merwafo no kura pon knows what we are doing in Ghanaian politics merwafo no mbo etimi make analysis I just say MPP is having an impact in the Ghanaian society ama merwafo ko say merwafo timi analysis so one me say I feel we on 2024 election I be shock NDC for say o for you yen ko ha say NDC communicator we kwatra good morning Ghana for na they always say good morning ma say nya asem to an MPP deputy communications director so afa ne ho anche no ba go ama for yen ko ni go goti
Right.
No, you haven't.
Okay. Happy New Year.
Oh, the whole year.
Welcome. Yes, the whole year. She hasn't been on the
No,
show.
I've not been here.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Even myself, I guess.
Yes, you
Yeah.
as well.
So, Annie, I'm happy to be here and many, many happy returns. Yesterday was my first daughter's birthday. She was 20 years old. And so over the weekend, we were just having fun at home. I'm not really prepared for the show, but I will try. Yes, I will try and speak to the issues.
You will speak to the issues.
Of course, I will. Definitely.
Nanika, I'll start with you this time on the school situation. What do you think we should do about this situation?
I want to take this opportunity to condemn what the NPP are doing online. They are rubbishing our 24-hour economy. It's rather unfortunate that people who claim to be economists, people who studied in countries that were running 24 hours, are now, because of their selfish interest and political power, are now trying to condemn a very good policy like the 24-hour economy. We are saying that the 24-hour economy is a deliberate policy intervention that the NDC is bringing on board that will run a 3-hour shift. So what we will do is that when you go to work from 6 a.m. to 2, and then 2 to 10 p.m., somebody takes over 10 p.m. to the following morning. And this is a brilliant policy. A lot of the foreign countries run 24-hour economy. And so for the NPP to come and rubbish it, go online and write all sorts of things about it, it doesn't
Since
show.
we're talking about those deaths in schools associated with exit problem,
What?
how will the 24-hour situation economy situate in a school system of this nature?
In a school system, they have their regular routine already. We all go to school and close at a particular point in time. The 24-hour economy, we are not saying we are going to extend hours that school children go to work. We are talking about the economical benefits of the 24-hour economy. All right, that's what we are talking about. And so we are talking about the manufacturing companies, the hospitality, the leisure, and everything. That is what we are focusing on, the 24-hour economy.
So it's not going to affect education
It's
system.
not, I don't think it's going to affect that children should wake up at dawn and go to school.
That is not what. If it has to apply to school, then it's not going to apply that way.
No.
If you have a child,
linkage.
if you have a child that is sick in the middle of the night,
Yes.
and for example, a school that obviously lacks the first aid, provision. 24-hour economy can actually help the
Brilliant.
school because you will
Good.
have.
In that regard, it's absolutely beautiful. So when we are running our 24-hour economy, we are saying that there will be policies that will be backed. And so the hospitals, even though now they run 24 hours, it's not every hospital that runs a 24-hour economy. And so when there is a 24-hour economy and a child is sick at school at dawn, you can be sure that he or she can be transported to the hospital at that particular point in time. And so the 24-hour economy is a serious business, and we shouldn't rubbish it.
On the,
I know
the
you were
substantive matter I gave her.
watching the time, and just like you're saying, I'll forgive her because she did mention to the viewers that she came here ill prepared. And then I want to talk to the NDC leadership that look, communication is something that is pivotal in whatever we do at this crucial moment. So if anyone says, I have been partying over the weekend, it's a legitimate one. My daughter's birthday is equally important, as she said. So don't allow such people to come and confuse viewers.
Look at that.
She said it this morning that she came here unprepared. And I don't know why they will bring
Yeah, but
her
she added that-
to come to confuse
no.
people.
She-
As you
no,
got into
Ọmanfoɔ sɛ moate MPP communicator no ne sɛ bi so ama sisi wo say over the weekend now buy the birthday fine, it's all good. Na de nti na wɔsɛ NDC foɔ tim select obi a weekend no na ɔwɔ party a one prepare for program na wɔbɛtena radio so TV so na ɔto mfuturo gu Ghana foɔ yi. 24-hour economy nti kyerɛ mu a ɔkyɛ presenter no kɔ na ɛka bi ma no ohunu ne left and right kyɛ sɛ who sɛ ɔmo abɔn nti no ɔmo tumi take any flimsy excuse na ɔmo de ayɛ dɛ ɔmo de ataate ɔmo bɔn no ho wate ase na amana make sense sɛ at least ebiara nso abɛka sɛ na ɔnyɛ prepare no party. Look at this. So wate ase mfuturo no nim sɛ ɔba abɛtuo no sɛ deɛ ɔbɛka na nkɔ baabi a nsuo nyina mu nti no adeɛ no ɔsɛ ɔpɛ biribi deɛ dɛ ɛrekɔba up ɔmafo yɛntoa so ɛyɛ MPP deputy communications afa ne ho ankyɛ no so one gyaagyaa no.
Today, I would link what I am coming to say to what Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is telling us in terms of education when he delivered his vision. And I have the document here, which is the highlight of the vision, 70 policies under 20 pillars. So he came up with 20 pillars, and then we have 70 policies. And thank God he's saying something on education, which clearly has a link with what is happening currently in our school. So that tells you the kind of leader we have. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, whom the NDC has deliberately taught their communicators to come and call a liar, is one that is with clear vision and Ghana has seen it. And I want to commend all well wishers and objective Ghanaians who have come out to admit that yes, they are pushing some insults in our heads, but we have seen what they man did. I saw a young woman who told me, Rabbi, your man, I had a perception about your government. But after listening to his 73-page speech, I told myself, no, we are in business, Annie. Okay with that. Now, when you ask Nana Ekuya to link it to their policy, she couldn't. I want to link up
I
what that
couldn't.
means to us.
Annie, can you correct her?
In
Amount for something. The visa no education linking to 24-hour economy. No. When Timia in Sirim Papa Bia and so Rabbi ANPP Deputy Communications. Eba be link it to Dr. Mama efficient. Amount for Yanko.
About
education,
it.
you spoke, we listened to you. You
Oh,
never
Rabbi,
linked
why
it.
would you be
We
lying
weren't
to the public?
convinced. We weren't convinced. You couldn't do it. Annie asked you 2 times. You couldn't do it.
Excuse
Please,
me?
let me do. You said I shouldn't interject. Don't do this. Let
Then
me
don't
talk.
lie.
Let me. You couldn't. The viewers are watching. I'm not even the judge. They are
saying
watching
through
you.
No, they are saying through
Come
you. So
back,
go
come
ahead.
back.
Just
Okay,
go ahead.
Would you have time to rebuttal? When you come and do the relation. I will do the linkage. When you come back, link it up and let's see what you have to tell us. You see, that is why I always say, look, Annie, if they had, upon selecting John Mahama for a good whole year and more, if they had a clear direction, if they were as focused and composed as we are today, by now we would have had a situation where we can hold on to a document that clearly speaks to the direction of the NDC, and not for them to just come and say it's 24 hours, day and night shift, so take it the way you want it.
But
That is
but
not
they
what
haven't
we are
released
in.
their documents yet. You can't be sure. They haven't
Sweetheart,
released
I
their
am
documents yet.
saying it would have been nice that today, as we are seated, I will make reference to his, which is subject to fact check, and she would also come and make reference to what JDM said, which is also subject to fact check, and our viewers will be happy to ask further questions. That is the democracy we are looking for, not to come and sit and say, Fanasa. Fanasa, they are watching. They will Fanasa, and December 7th, they will take a decision on you. That is not even my problem. What I am saying is the linkage here, Annie. On education, and what is here is the extract, just the highlight, like I did mention. When you look at education, that's the category. Then the policy says a growth mindset curriculum to help students build critical skills such as problem solving, risk taking, opportunity spotting, and design thinking. Now, I was just telling you about the collaboration. You spoke about the friendliness. You spoke about the approach. Now, if a teacher and a student are in the process of learning, teaching and learning, and they are able to do critical thinking, Annie, what will prevent the teacher from understanding your students? If it is practically on deck, looking at critical issues, looking at how even the child reasons, their level of IQ, what they can process, what they can't process. Aren't we going to have very fantastic students? Are we going to continue with the chew, pass, learn, chew, pass, and forget? Are we going to have products in our organizations where somebody will be sitting in a position and have no clue of what they probably would have learned in school, which is now bringing them to the job? This is what Dr. Mahmoud Baumia is telling. Item number 2, still on education. He says, we will look at enhancing the repositioning of the education system towards STEM, robotics, artificial intelligence, vocational skills to cope with the demands of the fourth industrial revolution, and job creation. You know where we are today. The world is advanced. The use of IQ, robotic. Look at our STEM schools. When they used to come here to say, show us one project, show us what you have done. Besides getting 1.2 million and over students in school, tell us what we started pulling out the STEM model schools, and everywhere is quiet now.
But when it comes to, for example, STEM, you say you are a mate.
Yes.
STEM is already being done.
Yes.
So if you continue, is that something novel?
So the word is enhance. We are not confusing novel to what is in existence, just like she did. She said it's a novelty. You don't just use words haphazardly. The reality here is, if you did admit that yes, it's not being done with enhancement and blah blah blah, so you don't call it a novelty. I just didn't want to. You've just reminded me on.
Amount for na kyerɛ sɛ ɛyɛ deɛ kɔɔ so ɛyɛ Metro TV anapa yi ɛno no NPP Deputy Communications Director Rabi, and was schoolie NDC Nana Kia or find one channel. Put in the analysis now very deep and practical. Utia what you say. So I say, I'm for high TV, Yana.